Okay, hello. I think everything's good. So yeah, nice. Hope you guys have a nice day. Let's go into good. Nice to see you. Yeah, so let me start. So run the ads first. So this one is problem of the day. I might have put it's on YouTube. It's working. On Twitch seems to be a problem. Wait a minute. I need to check because my stream here on Twitch. Okay. I don't know why it did crash. Okay, hopefully. Yeah, we're back. Twitch broke. Okay, thanks for the comment. Goranov, thank you very much. Yeah, okay, yeah. If it's on Twitch side, then nothing we can do. That's me. You broke the stream. Nah, it's all good. Okay, let's start finding someone. Okay, it's repeating the same. Hopefully it's not going to be kind of repeating this kind of stuff. Yeah, might take some time here to again. What? I might change the stream to not continue the series if it just goes wrong. Like this, I never did. Thanks. Yeah, I guess I watch here then. Twitch ain't working for me. Thank you for coming by. I just wonder what is happening. Seems to be good now on Twitch. It is unstable. Okay, you know what? In the meantime, what I'll do is I'll try to just warm up and see if it can stay kind of this way. So let me switch to this one right here. And let's do some problems. So yeah, let's go 4Q. You can say it's a warm-up session. So that one sacking 2 and then cut here. That's this way. Good for now. Yeah, thank you. Jump this here and then throw in Atari and then you can cut here. So it's kind of a classic problem wanting to use this Aji. Actually, you could actually not throw in just simply Atari here because connect you can still cut. No need to throw in first. It seems to be fine. At least hopefully it can stay like this. That one probably extends space if cut connect. White cannot play inside because when black takes it's alive. And if here this turn you just play this one, and it's kind of the same. So at the end is seki with this shape. Because even if white plays here, or the other one, this is just a shape that is alive. Okay, next. So I need to play a move that is threatening twice in the corner to threaten to go back there. Seems to be this. Here, block. White needs to play again and then you can go back. Or if take, you can make twice in the corner. Yeah, that one you just block here. You can always keep the eye at T19. So this one should probably be cut because we have also a problem about these 4 stones right here. Cut here, you extend, threaten this snapback and also cut here. And should be good. You can cut this way and throw in again. And this is false eye, you can always connect here. So white cannot push. So this is kind of common Tesuji in Tsumegos. When you play here, this one doesn't work because you can take. Wait a minute. Why am I just confused here? Yeah, should be this threaten this one, Atari cut, and if connect you can play this snapback. If Atari connect here, dead shape in 5. Or maybe this is core. Okay, I've missed. Wait a minute. What have I done? If you extend simply here, white will connect. And I don't see a good move after this one. Extend, just play here. If you cut, white will play this way. Attach, white plays here. You cannot cut because it's snapback. Yeah, that's incorrect. I'm probably missing something easy. Push here, cut. Oh yeah, that one cut and then Atari from the outside. I don't know why I didn't. Actually, yeah, this one cut here. I need to read this. So white cannot go on the inside at the end because you can just take here. Yeah, that one I should have at least solved. Okay, so this one is about saving these two. Maybe this black will try to squeeze. But should be right if connect Hane. No. If you Atari Hane, black will still block, connect Hane this way. Wait a minute. It is problematic. No? Okay. My player here on my side on Twitch did crash. Yeah, so it did. Don't know what to do now. I guess we could continue like this. If you're on Twitch, might be the opportunity to go and check my YouTube channel here. Oh, by the way. Yeah, do you guys have any problems overall, or is it just me? I mean, can't continue like this for a bit, waiting to be a bit more stable. Yes, I did quit. So this way it is kind of showing it I failed again. Yeah, I don't know what's happening today. I'm really sorry. If you can join on YouTube, I'll just post a link here in chat. Oh no, it's not this. And yeah, if you can click the link here, should be able to go. Maybe actually this one. Wait a minute, just a second. Choop. It is. What? Okay, YouTube seems to be working fine. Well, today is gonna be a slow day then. First time it happens this much. It did happen when I did start streaming early back in the day, but now, yeah, it's a bit much to have this Do you guys know any way to kind of see where's the should be this one to threat and cut here. If connect, then you can push and kill the eye here. You should push first, no? Wait a minute, if I push first, connect here? Yeah, then you... Yeah, then you play this one and cut this. Yeah, this was wrong. Okay. Blocking here. White's gonna try to sack. You turn. White plays here. You take. White cannot push these liberties and it's alive. If this one you can take again. And this is alive this way. Kind of a classic problem here. So now it's a question of how do you take these two stones but keep the eye here on the right. You just simply take white will wedge here. Connect white will wedge. So the only way would to keep the eye, and if white Ataris you can cut here and make it a call. Only move right here. Need to kill the eye here. Just not sure. We could find a call with this one. Probably here. Yeah, that one you played this one. So here, this, you can play this one and throw in. You can just connect, so it doesn't matter. If you take by mistake, it's going to be call because black cannot connect here. And that one white can take, so this is kind of a common mistake that it can make here. So if once you can see this connection, it's all good. And yeah, that one just killed the eye here this way or here. Okay, next. So that one should be a problem with Hane here. Question is, what move do you need to play first? I guess throw in and then connect if take. And if connect here, it can Hane. And then white cannot push here, both. So this one you can connect, this kill this way, this kill this way. And if connect this, white cannot push here, and this one as well. Okay, next. Yes, Hane and then connect. If take, you can Atari, just push will win the race. If this one, just connect simply. Maybe you need to turn. Like that one, white can throw in, so maybe a turn here. Yeah, but turn there's this. So maybe Hane here first when white throws in here, extend and then block. No? Damn it. Why taking so much time with this? Yeah, decenters this block. Yeah, Hane throw in. What do you do? Extend, take. Probably miss some move I'm not expecting. Hane. Yeah, take this just so you played this one. What? Let me go through. Yeah, extend here, only move is jump. This one attach you can play here at S13. Keep the eye here. Jump, turn this one block. Play this way. Okay, we did complete, but these two problems should have solved them. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Twitch here. Should I restart just the stream entirely to see what's going on? I mean, you could continue just on YouTube, but then Twitch is just gonna restart and do all this kind of stuff. Cause yeah, seems like YouTube hasn't been problematic at all. Very weird. Yeah, I don't get it. I'm really sorry for the experience. Yeah, I cannot play like this, I agree. Just can do maybe some... Yeah, problem. It's already restart. I'm getting some delays on YouTube too though. It starts spinning. And Claydon, thank you. Yeah, to be here as well. Need to... Do you guys know how to figure this out? Like, do you have any clues? If you can help me, that would be nice, but... Any other channel, probably it's so fine, right? Never streamed in my... Yeah. Other channels work fine for me. Don't see any problems. Seems to work fine now. Okay, we're gonna try and continue. It is bugging though. I mean, I could see the spin on my screens. Hopefully this goes away tomorrow. A huge problem for a streamer, this kind of technical issues. So attach, connect, cut this way. If turn, you can play this. White cannot push both sides. Should be good. So if that one, you can just Hane play this. So the only move is going to play this one. Here it's the same kind of reasoning on the bottom side. So how to take this eye right here? Probably attach this way. Question is, if white connects, what will happen? I think I'm just missing this one. Okay. So that was the time I needed to go through quick. So what happens if white connects here on top side? Oh yeah, you can play this one right here. And white cannot cut because he can take. Yeah. So that one here doesn't work because cut here, you can just take these two stones. And if here you just connect and this is dead. Okay. So this one, this move should come into play, but the question is, do you need to prepare something before? Or just play here, if just take, attach here, or even like simply cut with Atari and then Hane. If this one, you can just block this way, white cannot connect. Oh, wait a minute. It should be this kind of thing. No? Oh yeah, what am I doing? So that one, you play here, So this one you can cut and honey. This would be dead. This one right here, kind of the same stuff. Oh yeah, my computer is like... So against this, you can honey and then... Actually should have blocked here. The initial idea. If this one you can take... Even the site now starting to have some problems. Hey. Yeah, so that one at the end, white cannot play this one, so you can just take everything. So that was the kind of meaning of this problem right here. Let's go through the next. Okay, what? Pawn technique that makes one extremely sad. I don't know what that means. Probably just descend to keep the liberties. 4, 5, 6 versus 6, so black wins. Important to turn there because actually you extend the most liberties. Any other moves is filling one. Should be jump. If block you take. I mean, this is core. Wait a minute. Here, block. You play this one. White cannot push. If throw in, then you take this way. Yeah. And then this is snapback. If white takes at the end, black can just take again. If you don't take, if you take here, for example, this is going to be Seki because black cannot push here. Seems stable so far. Maybe go for a game. Yeah, we could do so. Gonna try until the end here. This kind of sequence of problems. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a few minutes, and if it seems good enough to go, I'll play a game. Push here, block, throw in, take, throw in again, and then you can take the side because white cannot push and make this kind of free in line take because it's self-atari at the end. So all the outside liberties filled are important factor. So here at the end, white cannot push, you could take everything. If you play this, should be call. White pushes here. You honey. Then white cuts, then you play here, and it's call here in the corner. Maybe block here. Descend, make an eye. Seems like I've mistaken this one as well. Honey doesn't work because white can block here and cut. What did I do? Block here, this one. Ah, you can just descend. Why did I play here? Yeah, and then make twice. Okay. Should be honey. If take, you cannot connect, but you can probably turn here, and this is going to be a call. No. Ah, okay, I'm sorry, yeah. This one white can take first, but actually if you play this one... What? No, wait a minute. So this is not... I'll just take and then... Oh, you descend here. If this one fill... You fill this way... Take, you throw in... Oh, that's a good problem. Okay, let me just... put in the favorites. So this one, you can actually descend. Fill a little bit here, throw in again, and then take. And snapback doesn't matter. At the end here, white cannot connect because you take everything this way. So this one seems to be descend. If block, you can cut. Maybe this move or the issues. You think this one here, cut. Nah, it's good. Descend here, cut here. This one you can still take. Even if take, you can throw in. If this one cut take, you can still block and it's gonna same. Yeah, one needs to put here liberty. And then you can throw in and it's dead. Okay. Yeah, should have solved, but sometimes it happens. Okay, let me switch again to the main screen. So I'll just maybe take a really super short break and hopefully just to test as well if Twitch can handle the stream. So let me just go through here and I'll be back in a minute. Stay tuned. Okay, seems to be all good. Let's go and try to find someone. Hopefully I can find an opponent. Let's go. Yep. Okay, we can maybe switch back to this screen. So problem of the day here, try to kill white. The first move is important here. Cannot just play simple moves, as you can see. There's enough space for white to live. So I don't know if you guys watched the LG Cup today. You can see the games on Fox. So there were Shinjin So and Din Hao. That game was pretty good. As always, Shinjin So being the strongest player he is, just managed to win this one as well. Okay, let's go. Let's switch the screens to find an opponent. Here we go, finally. Okay, not this one, right here. Okay, should be. Oh no, come on. I needed to play, forgot that people just quit straight away. Yeah, today is really not going well overall with the stream. Thanks for being still here. Yeah, in the meantime, let me just post my YouTube channel again. If you want to take a look over there, and I posted some videos about playing versus Karago, and I would maybe change some rule. I'm gonna try to find what is interesting for you guys and also for myself. I was thinking about playing with like inverse komi and see how it could change, because handicap is just too different comparing to playing kind of a normal game. So I was thinking, you know what, let's try to play just even with the computer, but just try to play with inverse komi, and if we win, we can kind of shrink it and go this way. So that could be kind of an interesting way to play against the computer. Okay, let's go. Need to play fast before people are leaving. Should be good. So black. Finally, hopefully this game can continue. So just to know, if your opponent is leaving before move 10, it just ends the game with a draw. Okay, so we're gonna try to play this kind of moyo thing on the right side. You can also block from the other side, but I prefer usually to block from the side I have stones. But yeah, it's like fine nuances which one you want to block with kind of this 3 point. Joseki is coming from here. It's really easy, you can kind of complicate by yourself or choose like simple ones. And that one, just playing this kind of start point here is pretty big here. White can enclose, try to play this one. Atari descend usually is pretty big. I think that one is the first time I've ever getting played with. Thing is, here is weak, but comparing to this enclosure, it takes away this short hit. So that's the kind of meaning behind this. We could continue with something like extend on top side before white Atari's descend. Actually, you could maybe attach here, although usually you play this when this is a Komoku point. I mean, this point from white is quite annoying, so we could kind of play here to prevent this in a way. Yeah, interesting move. Maybe put another move here, then white can play this one. Could also split the left side. That is some move you can play. Yeah, you know what? Let's try this kind of two-space extension. Could be a bit slow, but then you take this kind of annoying L17 point away. So white probably is gonna Atari and descend. But yeah, we can use the both wings from the corner here. This is usually a very good way to expand the moyo. Yes, Atari descend, taking forcing moves away, taking this kind of extend or Hane cut away is pretty big. We can continue with a move like this, just keep expanding. Let's try and do so. So you don't want to turn this kind of positions because it gives up too much points, but if you play here next you can still attach this way. Don't know if I will go for here straight away. I probably could, because next to take is annoying, but could be a tad bit too early. Maybe just going inside, taking the corner right here. Yeah, let's go this way. I was expecting white to enclose the corner much more, but it did kind of prioritize the side. Because when it comes with moyo kind of a matchup between this one and here, I feel like the right side is feeling a bit more comfortable. So this, I think white's plan is to double Hane, take the corner. I don't really mind, because I can Ponuki shape, took away the potential there. I'm gonna try to decrease this moyo with a move around here. So this one, so it's not that it's becoming this kind of big. This stone isn't getting like capped. Maybe that's fine. This might be a risk that white can cap. Whereas this one, you could maybe shoulder it even, so it's kind of becomes more difficult comparing to this. So we might just play this right here, although there is less kind of pressure to this one stone here. I guess against cap I will shoulder it. Try to do something here, counterplay. Yeah, let's go one line a bit inside here. The problem here is a bit too soft probably. Don't know, it's very fine lines. Yeah, invading here is pretty big. So if you pincer, white's gonna try to trade with the corner, basically. But putting a move with black here, I think it's a bit too much. White can still try to go in the corner. And then with a move like this, I don't know if it's protecting the corner, and even if white can kind of just attach or something, probably pincering around here still better. Attach, extend. Maybe we play something here. We need to have a plan against this attachment. Maybe then just bump. Is this a thing? Usually against this you extend though. Then Hane, then this kind of thing. Could we, maybe we could also just play this kind of a straighten up move. It's going back to the kind of same enclosure and then just descend. I mean, that could be a thing. Because this one, I don't think it helps about the Aji around here too much, whereas here it takes it away. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna play here. As black, you cannot really expect to just kill or anything. Just trying to kind of annoy white in this area is what you can kind of hope for. So you can try to play this one or first here, but that one white would probably run away first. So usually this kind of move, and then if attach, hane, and then descend, continue to kind of annoy white on that side of the board. But maybe if white blocks here, you want to have this exchange and then play here. But if I play this one, I feel like white is gonna try to go away. And even if crow, jump. Don't know how much these two moves. Might be big though. If you can take the base away. If white needs to block, you definitely want to play this one and play here. Okay, we're gonna go for the first kind of move we thought. So white usually attaches here. Black hanes and then go back, you descend. If this one probably still block. This move was also pretty big from black's perspective. I'd expect just going back here. And descend, because this cutting point, I'm not too worried. There's a lot of support around. So just trying to kind of say that white needs to put a move on the inside. I think this is a bit too greedy. Yeah, if white can destroy the corner with jump, something like this, then this is dangerous. I'm gonna just block, let kind of a white settle. If white plays away, next this kind of R13 move is really severe. Against this, I think you still block. And then if connect, maybe then you can play here. He's still maybe connecting. But yeah, white did play the endgame, you could say. I mean, in a sense, it takes Aji away from this area, so maybe it's fine. Would like to play something here if possible, but probably not benefiting much. Yeah, we need to be careful. White brown needs to put a move, because next, like, this is going to be, I think, it's a bit too greedy. Really, there's nothing to be done here. Maybe even just putting this move and getting points here. But yeah, it's definitely scary because white has a lot of points. now played kind of big point here. Need to have a big kind of center. Would like to play this, but if this is gote, that would be pretty bad.
1、2、3、4、
Probably.
5、6、7、8、9。
Yeah, this one is kind of close. Because next, that one here, this. Might be some sort of seki. So we can extend here, and then if crow jump. And if I can disconnect these stones from the corner, we can kind of use this and then jump, isolate this as well.
1、2、
Maybe
3、4、5、
maybe you
Look,
play here.
7。
I usually just extend. Seems to be good. That one, the shape is a bit awkward around here.
1、2、3、4、5、
Let me think.
6、7、8、9。
Yeah, it's that touch should be good to play this one right now as timing. So white's gonna push here and then connect. Maybe you play a move around here. First I'm gonna block though, but just thinking about moves afterwards.
3、4、5。
And if you can reduce here, maybe. I want to go around here if possible. Because now, maybe this is
1、
a bit
2、
problematic.
3、4、5、6、7、8、9。 残り2回です。
Maybe we could simply just play this one, but I feel then white is just gonna jump.
1、2、3、4、5、6、
Simply attach.
7、8。
Let's try to do this. If I can disconnect, maybe this is a bit annoying. We'll see. That one I should be able to play here. Maybe then block. Could Hane this way if cut Atari playing here.
1、2、
Yeah, this one with block looks kind of scary.
5。
Let's hunt it this way. If block, we can Atari again. Is I-15 on your radar? Yeah, I-15. Putting some moves in the center, definitely. But right now, I'm just asking a move, and then if I can invade the corner, Yeah, the center here around here is probably gonna be black's territory naturally, because white doesn't have any kind of stones unless maybe you get attacked with this with cap something. Maybe you could also think of I-16 if this is strong. Just attach here. Board throw. Yes, that was maybe you descend one still. If take descend here, cut and then take. So that should be okay. Can kind of connect as well. That one block you can atari.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Yeah, I need to think a little bit.
残り1回です。
Because we get atari. Take, you can just push through. That's good enough. If connect, maybe in this case you don't want to descend because block. Yeah, usually you say you want to descend in these kind of situations, not letting white take. But in this case, it's more important to let this atari be a thing. If connect, I would just play here. Atari, just this one, trying to live on the side. And yeah, probably white is going to try to cap and kind of play on these stones. I think that one is a bit too much to give to white. Yeah, let's play here. The thing is, there is this peep around here. So this shape should probably be fine. And we can kind of take away the whole corner. And descend here, Atari, and just Tiger's Mouth kind of take this stone. Question is, do you... The Crow, I think there's this descent, so I cannot really play here. Need to Atari first. Take, then maybe Crow. But white could still play this block.
1、2、3。
Should take, not this one, because here center if you descend here. So take. Maybe slide could be a thing. If block, just push playing here. If the important is to take center, might slide.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Although usually just crawl. Didn't want to get turned here, that's just too annoying. If I can make this exchange and then descend, that would be the best. Thing is, now because white did play all these moves in this corner, shouldn't be too much of a threat. Yeah, maybe. Just turning. Try to isolate these stunts. Even if white Ataris, you can still run away and continue to kind of attack.
3。
So let's go here. Yeah, the center is getting weaker, so that's kind of a concern. But yeah, we'll run here and then depending on the move.
1、2、
Don't know if white plays this one. Maybe just block, cut. Hane atari here. Atari.
1、2、3、4、
Maybe this, but this one there's this attach. That one you can attach here. Why cannot wedge you double atari cut? If you can go back and cut here as black, maybe you can say that you can still attack this group. I would say usually extend, but maybe atari.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Could also cut this way. Maybe extending was better. Because, yeah, you could get... Threatening this. Probably playing pretty bad around here. I'm really not sure what I'm doing.
1、2、
I think need to cut. Which way do you jump? Probably this one. Though there's some squeeze aji. Here white can attach, which is annoying. Yeah, I don't think this one I didn't gain. I think I should extend.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Maybe play here. It's kind of sad if you need to play this move. Yeah, now the problem is these free stones. And even this white can try to run away. Should have taken this one. Yeah, we're not playing good. Not playing good.
1、
Okay, we need to
3、
kind of settle with this group. Yeah, it's all going wrong now. I'm kind of shocked to see this. Like, it's not really center against. Can just extend here. Seems to be big. Maybe threaten
1、
some stuff around here. That one I take. Just push, maybe. Yeah, this group should be fine. I did destroy the corner, but also white did go inside here. And the center got weak. Okay, I want to cut this way, and we'll see if that move is kind of helping. If cutting this way, it's gonna increase the amount of points that white is losing the inside. So it's, yeah, say here cut. Can white still play away here? Probably does this one here, here. Connect, descend, connect here. Jump. This seems to be dead if white plays away. This should be this. Maybe block.
秒読みを始めます。
Yeah, that one I can play away. It's not sent against this group. It is putting pressure though here. Question is, do we want to play move this way or jump here? Probably jump this.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Playing this move actually. Trying to go for max pressure. Maybe this one, there's this, yeah, pusher here. Not playing well. I should have seen that this is forcing. Yeah, then this jump is better. Maybe here.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
I think just jump. Again, it's a weird game by me. I'm just a bit
1、
off.
2、
Maybe
3、
that one just
4、
descend,
5
take the corner.
6、7、8、9。残り2
I
回で
think
す。
jump, maybe trying to, yeah, go a bit more aggressively like this. Let's ask a question around here. And if white tries to go after this one, I'll just try to survive. Because I don't know how white is going to survive after this one. White cannot play away. There's always this. And here, descend. Yeah.
1、
If you can kill the whole left side, the game shouldn't matter unless you kind of kill the here. But yeah, that one you can descend. Connect here. Can slide, and then this one atari. Wait a minute. See what white is saying.
2、3、4、5、6。
So this slide here, atari, there's this atari from this side. So at the end it's seki. Any way you go. Seki is 0 points. If that's
2、
good.
3、4、5、
Probably
6、
not.
7。
White needs to
8、
connect, if not
9。
you're dead. Oh yeah, that one, there's this move. Such a shame. I guess just Seki in Sente.
1、
But
2、
that's not good.
3、4、5、6、7、8。
Cannot play anything else. Yeah, that one won't work because of... Yeah, I mean, cannot complain because this game from here didn't play good at all.
1、2、3、
White connects
4。
here. White has too much points overall. I need to really try to do something really impressive. Complicate the game as much as we can. Maybe play move here first, strengthening, and then try to push cut.
2、
Something like this. Limiting the left side.
1、
But yeah, White
2、
can probably just respond and be totally fine.
5、6、7、8、9。残り1回です。
That one will try to cut here. Okay, maybe this gives me a bit of hope. That one cut Atari, maybe playing here and then cutting off.
1、2、3、4。
We need to go for something a bit desperate here. By the way, what's the reason not to play b16 next time?
1、2、3、
White blocks this way,
5、
and
6、
then
7。
it's kind of harder to
8.
use this move. We'll see maybe afterwards. Yeah, so this would descend, White would block from this side, and then you cannot play this Atari.
1、2。
Yeah, we need to play here. It looks pretty bad, but need to go. Maybe connecting here simply is also better. Yeah, but that one might be this.
1、2、3、6、7、8。
Usually this kind of stuff doesn't work. Okay, we can push here. This kind of squeeze Hane, we can cut. Doesn't work. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Like, just extending here seems to be just good.
4、5、6、7。
Just push and then try to split. Another problem here, I cannot cut because they can just take. Yeah, nothing is working here. killer, hopefully, but at this point you're just praying for your opponent's kind of mistake. Okay, maybe it is. If you can jump here, you can cut off these stones from the left, but white can probably survive with some move on the bottom.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8
I am definitely behind here. What I'm doing here is definitely not a player that is ahead. So if you're ahead and doing something like this,
1 2 3 4 5 6
it is a bit
7
too greedy.
8 9
Don't I just block? Yeah, I could even play here first. Okay, let's continue. I mean, even this one there's here. But yeah, Kosumi is just too painful. Why did it go this way? Because of... yeah. Just not playing anything, probably descent let white turn here was way better.
5 6 7 8 9
But yeah, couldn't see forcing moves like this. Overall, not a very good game. White might giving you a chance. Maybe, yeah, but there's too many weakness from me. Yeah, I don't like the fact that I couldn't read this Seki. Did miss this. Did miss this attach. I think this is pretty good.
1
What? Why did my opponent resign? Was he a bot or something? You know what? Let's use finite. F14 not good. We'll see if the graph just tanks one way. Maybe you can raise a bit of suspicion. You were too slow, but why wouldn't you just yeah, I don't mind, but yeah, okay. Yeah, this raises alarm bells a little bit. Not saying anything, but that is looking a bit weird. Especially when I didn't really know. So one thing to consider, obviously I'm not saying it's allegedly, because the thing is I didn't know where it did go wrong. And this is like typical game when you play against really good players. You don't know where it went wrong. And then you see the graph just going one way like this. I see the only reason why my opponent would run away here when he's winning is that, yeah. But he did actually fair play. Didn't, like, you cannot avoid. Like there's some guys that are more obvious, like they rank up from 2Q to 7 Dan in like space of 2 months. But here, yeah. But one thing, do not say that every graph that tanks like this is actually a butter, because there's some games that you just play a very bad blunder on the opening and then the game is just easy to go from there. But this is a clue when it seems like both players didn't really play that bad of a move and just is one-sided. Yeah, that is. He's been botting for a long time. So maybe it's just on purpose just losing some games, but I really don't get the point. We can still kind of review the game just to learn from the bots. Yes, I wanted to actually make a video about this Joseki here, and I will be at some point, but it just takes some time to just do it correctly. So this is kind of a situation where this kind of double honey taking the corner is really effective, because here this shape, Ponuki shape, isn't really doing anything, making points. And usually as white you avoid this double honey too early in the game if this is like an influence with push follow up. If it's beginning to be too big around here, you kind of want to avoid this. At another point, if there's a big move on the other part of the board, you want to avoid playing this one, because yes, you can keep the corner and yes, it's solid, but black can take center. So if center value is big, you don't want to double honey, and you're the one choosing to play this Joseki as white. So yeah, this case would be kind of good to double honey. Seems good. Yeah, there's no clear kind of big mistakes. As you can see, I'm already kind of really down. Number of moves on these games perhaps. The mind of a teenager is full of mysteries. Yeah, I don't know myself, maybe back if I remember my days. Yeah, you do some stupid stuff for sure. But yeah, Fox needs to do something about these kind of accounts, because they should have the data, and if they're serious about it. But hey, I mean, can we do? Just want to see here, maybe. But I'm already kind of very behind. Let me see what would be the plan around here. Yeah, something like this. What do you play here? Or just ignore and continue to play on this side? Okay. Yeah, you can put pressure with this move. And kind of goes back with this kick. And then ignored this move. Kind of thing. Yeah, it's tough if you're already kind of behind at this point. So yeah, here descend, white can block, and then this one you don't have this Atari, so it's kind of more difficult to deal with in this area. So that's why the reason I didn't play here. Usually you want to sacrifice in 2 stones, but in this case Yeah, that would be met by this, and it looks kind of difficult to deal with. Maybe still move like this. Although, yeah, that is probably this kind of move. So maybe you hunt it once, and you could maybe play this kind of thing. But yeah, as you can see, the shape is really getting very cramped for black, and it's kind of difficult to do it, have a living shape. So in this case, Atari from here. And if take, you can just push through and cut this way. And this black has gained a lot because he just pushed through this whole side, and you can see the picture around here is way different. And this honey might be bad because it strengthened this area, and to try to survive with this one stone is getting a bit more difficult. Here, just pushing, just Kosumi giving up these 2 stones, for example. So yeah, hopefully it responded to your question, Portro. And I want to see probably descend here, but I didn't like to get like blocked. Maybe slide. Yeah, still. Yeah, I was expecting this block, but this attach is definitely a kind of creative move. Basically trying to have some forcing move around here and then block this way. For example, if you play this, something here, and then block, so that, yeah, kind of fix this area. This one can still play here, cutting, and then maybe block. This one you go on the outside. Something like this. Was G17 correct? Yeah, it seems like this one was the best move. And against this attach, seems like we should have hunted. Hunted this, block. Yeah, but this is very scary. And locally here, this stones isn't alive. Let's say jump. Even if you descend, there's this. Here you can just cut. And black cannot push from here because it's Atari. If you connect, there's this, and as you can see, the corner isn't alive. So it's about kind of capturing race here, and maybe black can surround or whatnot. But you can see the scores here. We're still behind. Yeah, as a human, it would be very difficult to try to hunt and play this one. You need to make sure this kind of cut is working. Oh yeah, here I just want to see what can I play else. Probably, yeah, extend. Then white connects here, you cut. Maybe here, this could be an area. Could change things a bit. It seems just... Yeah, when you play here, I guess it's really important to play this move and putting pressure to these 2 stones. So this is one takeaway. And maybe this is a bit too slow. Here maybe could change. Seems like this is a bit too easy. Maybe changing a bit of attacking stuff right here. Yeah, Kosumi. Yeah, that was right. White would try to run away. Maybe this there's too weak of a shape, so yeah, just jump. And then this one, if you block probably something around here, and then you can isolate this one stone, even though you can keep this area. Yeah, this stone is a bit lonely over there. Could maybe push. Maybe it's better for this area. Yeah. Maybe here, because after this attach, I think there's only this honey. Yeah. Okay. Well, we just need to put this person in the list. But fair play, he did give me a win, so I don't mind comparing to someone that is just winning until the end. Okay, let's switch the screens and go through the problem. So Twitch also seems to be fine. That's also cool. Okay, so black to kill here. Feels like wasted stream. Yeah, I agree, but I cannot do anything. I see the profile that you cannot avoid. There's some other persons I could have avoided, but yeah, that was probably an accident. Sometimes it happens. And yeah, probably need to be a bit more in the long term. If Go servers want to kind of have people playing, and you want to kind of have more people over the world playing the game, I think we should take it a bit more seriously about this, because it's a bit much, seems like. But you don't want to be paranoid, and yeah, like if you play over the board, it should be fine. But yeah, I mean, I had really good experience playing with strong people with high stakes, so that was nice. Yeah, the experience was definitely fun. Like I want to actually re-experience again, although there were some tough moments as well, like losing important games and stuff like this isn't fun. So there's that side, but and also trying to improve Go when you're trying to really go seriously isn't really the most fun thing, depending on times. Yeah. But yeah, still love the game, it seems so. And not everyone can experience this, so yeah, I was definitely happy to do so. Okay, so black to play. You need to kind of reduce space the best way possible. So this kind of move here, you can see just white has too much space, so it's not going to work. First move is important. D2 working. Okay, so we could think of D2 first here. D2 should be met. Wait a minute. I think you honey it this way. What do you do after this honey right here? Yeah, this is going to be kind of difficult because black needs to play something around here, but that one actually just get taken, so that's not working. Cut, just take. If black honeys, white can cut here, and even if you try to cut, make this as false eye, you can see there's no way to kind of kill the eye, whether C1, E1, or G3 here. So this, unfortunately, isn't going to work. Although the idea to try to go inside here, this move would be coming important. Just the move order is a bit wrong. So give you guys a few seconds right here. And yeah, also the experience was fun in the sense that I still have some contacts with the one that became pro and whatnot. And we still kind of meet each other each year. So yeah, definitely some cool people. Especially the people there in Osaka were very cool. So Tokyo is a bit different, the atmosphere, I'll say, for the Go experience or Go Insei world. But maybe nowadays it's a bit different, I don't know. E3. Yeah, so E3 is the move. You need to start from here. So the question is, okay, what do you do after this block? So first move you need to figure out is maybe actually this one. What would you do after this block from the top? So trying to take this one stone. Guess maybe this is easy to see after you have these stones. Black and a honey here. And I think maybe this was your idea, Claydom. So just playing this attach and honey. If connect, black can connect and you can kind of save it. And this wouldn't be enough space for white to live. As you can see. So if white connects here, cuts here, you can cut, make it a false eye. Let's take, you can just go back. And on this side, you need to see that you cannot make an eye here. So this one you just attach. This is dead. This one as well. So this block doesn't work. Okay, so next, what can you think of a move? This one, just honey, it doesn't matter, not enough space. So next move you think is this block. Consequence in mind, yeah. When you say D2 as first move, I can see that you had this in mind. So what do you do after this white block? So this should be kind of the reasoning that you have in your head when you think of a move like this. So go through each kind of your opponent's response and then think of a way to solve the problem each time. So reducing space is important. And if you remember the fact that these three in line here is not going to be becoming nigh, you can actually just Kosumi this one. Even if white takes, you can just sack in 2 stones here. And this shape on the side here cannot make an eye. So that one you honey, attach. This one is the same, always just reduce space. So if we can see that white cannot make an eye on the side, then it's easy to see that, okay, you kill the eye here and it's dead. So that also doesn't work because of this Kosumi. So once you can see this, the best kind of most tricky response would be to take this key point right here. So I'll give you guys a few seconds here. Try to read kind of the killing sequence for black. So if you went through all of these kind of variations in your head, congrats to you. That's pretty good. Not easy to do, especially when you're not used to. No way. But this is why you can also transform kind of easier problems into problems to kind of train your kind of reading, like squeezing the most out of the problem. Our reading is not that good. Yeah. But it's just you can still learn by trying to show what you can go through, like easier problems. Maybe if this one was a bit difficult, but trying to read like each kind of opponent's response is a good kind of a habit to have. So even if you couldn't see all this, like just a kind of a mindset of trying to read the opponent response is good. So yeah, descend is the move here. The only way white needs to block. And what can you play here to save these two stones? So this is where you don't really need to kind of read far ahead, but it's much more important to read accurately. Just first 3 moves ahead and then maybe 5. And usually to be really good at just 3 or 5 moves ahead will go a long way. So turn at d2, yes, so if you play here, you can threaten these to cut. So even if white tries to fill liberty, actually can cut this way in Atari, and this is just dead. This kind of squeeze doesn't work as well, because white cannot make an eye here on bottom. And if white connects, you can just cut and you win the race here. So yeah, this is GG's here. At this point, maybe you can pick this. So obviously don't worry if you couldn't read everything like this. It's I had only 2 seconds in mind for Kosumi. Sag. Yeah, but this is hard to see, like this Kosumi and this kind of response. But yeah, it's all training. The more you do, you'll be able to do. Like in lifting and gym, it's just about kind of trying to have the habit of doing kind of easier problems, and then you can up the difficulty and you'll see your reading overall improve. So yeah, if you wonder where I go and solve problems, also the start of the stream was there. I just post the link here. Probably know you guys know already. You can go here. weiqi11 is a pretty good site, and English friendly. You have goproblems.com as well. I just try to think of where opponent wants to play. Yeah, that's a good kind of a way to also think. But here you just need to be careful not like having wishful thinking. So try to be in your opponent's shoes, but be the most accurate way possible. But yeah, this is usually just a habit. And so again, for the problems, especially here, I did kind of show every sequence, but if you try to do on this app or on sites, try to read the most that you can, the most of opponent response as you can, and then press the first move. Because yeah, you could develop a bad habit of like having like wishful thinking sequence and just go for it and pray if it works or not. And yes, sometimes it works and whatnot, but the better habit to have is just to confirm every kind of plausible opponent's responses. And yeah, this is much more kind of, you can take out of one problem much more. But yeah, sometimes it's also good to just go really fastly through a problem, just repeat them until you see them insta. So the different ways to use kind of the same problem as well. And this problem maybe in the shape of could happen in a game. There's also problems that it's not really, the shape are not practical, but it's much more about being creative. So yeah, I'm trying to show different type of problems, but this is why kind of solving problems is going to be good overall for a game, because you will develop a kind of pattern recognition. In the meantime, it's not only about just reading. And Tesuji problem as well is good idea. I heard that Chinese are brute forcing their way through the problems, repeating over and over again. Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know how the Chinese development works over there, but it's probably should be pretty good looking at the results they have right now on the pro scene. But yeah, repeating the same problems over and over again is definitely needed, because you want to be able to kind of have this intuition about shapes, and this way your overall game will kind of improve. You'll see better shapes like easily. So Tsumegos will improve you that as well. This way you say kind of good suji, like good intuition, good shape kind of thing. I do one life and death problem every 3 months. Is that good? Every 3 months? You could do a bit more, no? Like one problem a day in the morning. Maybe you don't like a death problem. You can still pick up with other parts, but if your goal is to improve, I don't think you can avoid it too much, but just one problem a day is good enough. Rookie numbers. But yeah, one thing is, if you can be better at reading overall, just not for a game, you can probably understand kind of pro games or even just stronger player games better. So even if it's just for watching games as enjoyment, you could take out from having a problem. Yeah, I used to grind like 30 problems a day, but burn out in a month, it's hard. Yeah. Try to go for like a amount that you can do. But yeah, one every 3 months. If you want to improve, it's a bit difficult, but at least one a day. But yeah, okay. Hopefully enjoyed the stream today. So there was at the beginning some crashes and whatnot. Hopefully it's not repeating the next time. We all go for the life and death journey, but it becomes boring later on. Yeah. So it's fine. Sometimes you could just try to play a bit more games, try to fix your kind of where you think you're weak still. There's a lot of parts of the game you can improve for anyone. Like you're not cargo, so could be kind of a intuition about some middle game positions, could be just josekis that you want to discover or not. End game also one part of the game that's definitely different than just Tsumegos. Like eating different type of food is a good idea. So, but Tsumegos, actually, if it's only even one problem a day, it's probably better to do so. Yeah, that cool move in the corner yesterday. I think what you're referring to is that one. Actually, I need to give credit to my opponent. I didn't do so yesterday, but that one was pretty good. Could be a endgame problem. Yes, so this move right here. If you can see. there's no real kind of good way to respond against this. Because attach black and cut here, and then take this kind of 4 stones. Even this one doesn't work, this snapback. So white needs to connect. And I did this way. And yeah, black is getting captured, but you can see that I need to put all the moves on the inside, so it's like comparing to, I don't know, I just put a move somewhere here, let's say. Yeah, I should have probably responded. I just didn't see this move coming. At least here, if you're not sure. But yeah, probably this is fine. Here you can play this. Maybe, actually. Okay, in this case we have descend and threatening to connect here. So this is forcing. If this is forcing, you can Kosumi, threaten to live, crawl. And this is not Seki because white has no eyes in the corner. So yeah, I guess push, like protecting a move, something like this. And you can see the corner is about like 14 points. Yeah, 14. And with this move, it was actually Sente and then reduced to 9 points because at the end I need to still kind of put 2 moves here. So just with this, the result just flipped. So yeah, on endgame couldn't be underestimated, and usually the kind of improvement will be much quicker than just playing or Tsumego or any other part of the game. So if you like endgame overall, yeah, you should be picking up wins in by flipping the game over and stuff like that. And you could enjoy the game in a different way, not always trying to kill your opponent and whatnot. You can be a bit more chill because you know you're confident about yeah, gaining the advantage at the end. So yeah, that was a cool one for sure. Okay, yeah, let me be over for today. Thanks for watching, and hopefully tomorrow it's not going to be clunky at the beginning. And thank you for watching me on YouTube as well if you're here. Let me just put the link here for YouTube. I would be happy if you can go and sub there, check my videos. Thanks for the message. Thank you, Bortrol, to be here. Claydom as well, thank you very much. Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow at around the same time, so evening time Japan. And if you can push the bell on Twitch, I'll be happy, so you know next time when I'm live. Also, if you have Twitch Prime, if you can consider subbing here in the channel, I'll be happy to, yeah, have some support. That will be it. I'll be thinking about different type of creative things I could do with just playing against the AI. I was thinking about like inverse call me stuff I could do. So yeah, maybe if there's an interesting game, interesting tournament in Europe, I will be try to covering this. And yeah, that will be it. So hope you have a nice day, everyone, and see you next time. Bye.